The modern dating landscape is in crisis. For the first time in human history, we are more connected than ever. And yet, we are lonelier than ever. We swipe, we match, we talk, and yet, the spark dies before it even ignites. Why? Is it just the apps? Is it modern culture? Or is there a more fundamental, more hidden force at play that has quietly rewired how we perceive attraction, intimacy, and human connection itself? Today, we are exploring one of the most controversial, ignored, and deeply uncomfortable topics in sociology. We are looking at how the ubiquity of instant digital intimacy has changed the human psyche and how it may be the driving force behind the systematic destruction of modern dating. This is a deep dive into the psychology of dating, the death of romantic patience, and the dark truth about our digital desires. The paradox of choice dating has always been hard, but historically, it was limited by geography, community, and necessity. You dated the people you met. Now, the world is at your fingertips. We operate under the paradox of choice. The more options we have, the less satisfied we are with the one we choose. But the shift is more profound than just having too many options. It's about the shift from human interaction to human consumption. We have moved from a society where intimacy was something built through shared experiences, vulnerability, and time, to a society where intimacy, or the visual illusion of it, is available on demand 24/7 with zero effort. When you can consume an idealized, performative version of human intimacy with the click of a button, what happens to your brain's ability to appreciate the slow, messy, imperfect reality of a real-world relationship? The psychology. The dopamine feedback loop. The brain is a creature of habit. It seeks efficiency. Digital content provides the ultimate efficiency, high intensity, immediate dopamine rewards without the risk of rejection, the awkwardness of conversation, or the investment of emotional labor. This creates a powerful psychological dependency. Real-world dating requires empathy. It requires you to consider someone else's needs, listen to their stories, and navigate conflict. It is, by definition, difficult. Digital instant gratification is, by definition, easy. When you condition your brain to prefer the easy, high-reward pathway, real-world connection begins to feel tedious. You start looking at potential partners not as complex individuals with their own lives, but as static, flat characters to be evaluated and discarded. This is the commodification of people. We don't build relationships anymore. We optimize for them. And if a person doesn't meet an impossible, pre-constructed criteria immediately, the brain says, next. Unrealistic expectations and emotional disconnect. The most devastating impact is the distortion of expectations. The content that dominates the digital sphere is curated, edited, and performative. It presents a version of intimacy that is devoid of the mundane reality of human connection. When that is your primary touchstone for what attraction or intimacy looks like, real life will always feel like a disappointment. This is why we see the rise of the avoidant dating style. People are not just struggling to find partners, they are struggling to stay interested. They chase the initial spark, but the moment the reality of a partner's personality, the human element, settles in, the fantasy collapses, and they lose interest. They aren't looking for a person, they are looking for a dopamine hit that lasts forever. When the person can't provide that, they are deemed wrong or boring. It has created a generation that is constantly looking for the next experience, incapable of dwelling in the deep, transformative power of long-term commitment. Reclaiming connection. So is it truly destroyed forever? Not necessarily, but it requires a fundamental shift in how we approach our own brain chemistry. Reclaiming dating means intentionally slowing down. It means rejecting the on-demand mindset and embracing the vulnerability of being truly known by another person, flaws and all. It means recognizing that the digital surrogate is a ghost. It offers the appearance of satisfaction, but it starves the soul of the very connection it craves. The destruction of dating isn't an inevitable technological fate. It's a symptom of a choice we make every single day. The question is, are we willing to face the discomfort of real human connection, or are we content to remain satisfied with the shadow of intimacy? The modern crisis of loneliness and the decline of long-term partnership are not accidents. They are the direct result of a societal shift toward consumption rather than connection. The dating crisis is, at its core, a crisis of our own psychology. We have optimized our way into a corner where real human love has become the hardest thing to find, simply because we've forgotten how to build it. If you've felt the frustration of modern dating, or if you've noticed how the digital age has shifted your perspective, you aren't alone. This is a complex issue, and this was only the surface. What do you think is the biggest barrier to real connection in the 21st century? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to continue this deep dive into the dark facts of our modern society and the unseen forces affecting our behavior, make sure to subscribe. There are many more truths that we need to confront together. Reality is not as it seems, and the real story is always darker than you think.